kind of excited. That's why I called my piano player. I'm rehearsing. I just found out that the airline is giving their annual show Saturday night, and Jeff Conway is in charge of the entertainment. I'm sure he'll ask me to sing. If he doesn't, I don't say I'm going to rent or turn off his hot water or cut off his heat or stop the elevator service. Doing 4 mean things like that would be awful. 3 out of 4 ought to be enough to give him a little hint. Why don't you go to the airport and pick up Jeff and Danny? Oh, I forgot the number of my house the last time I went out.
Jeff, you're making a mistake. Now, if you want this show to really be a hit Saturday night, you should open with 12 beautiful steward-eye doing a number with can-can costumes.
Danny, the answer is still no. That's our annual show. Everybody's going to be bringing their families. So we're not going to turn it into burlesque.
All right, all right. How about the girls doing the number without the can-can costumes?
Will you knock it off? And stop trying to convince every girl in the airlines that you're going to make her a star Saturday night.
That thought never entered my mind. Don't move. Linda, I can just see you standing in the center of the stage in a spotlight, in a brief, form-fitting evening gown singing Indian Love Call.
Danny, I don't sing, I don't dance, and I have no talent.
Well, I'll surround you with talent. I'll work with you.
Captain Conway, doesn't he ever think of anything else but girls?
Well, he's not responsible. You see, his father never taught him to play baseball.
Run the show yourself. I'm not going to help you anymore. I don't want any part of it. I'm finished. I'm through. Don't move. I can just see you both in the center of the stage in a spotlight,
in a brief, form-fitting evening gown, singing Indian Love Call.
That line may become as famous as touch not a hair on yon gray head.
Go ahead and laugh. It's not easy to be a star maker.
Captain Conway, I'm Jackie. And I'm Gayle.
Well, how do you do?
And we're going to be in town so we can be in your show Saturday night.
Oh, wonderful.
And we picked the songs we're going to sing. Would you like to hear them?
I'd love to. We're having a rehearsal Wednesday in the auditorium.
All right. Fine. We'll see you then.
Good.
Bye now. Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Don't move. I'm sorry, Wendy. I can't kick the habit.
Hi, darling.
Oh, sweetheart.
I'm sorry I'm late.
That's all right.
You'll never believe what just happened to me.
What?
I parked our car outside, and there was this silly policeman with a piece of yellow chalk knocking up our brand new white wall tires.
Sounds like a troublemaker.
Oh, he certainly was. Not only did he mark our car, but do you know he marked 10 other cars? Boy, it's lucky I'm a good citizen. I walked right down the line, and I erased every single one of them.
Did he see you do that?
No, not at first. But after I erased all the marks, I called him over, and boy, did I tell him a thing or two.
Honey, what did you say?
I said, if you're going to be childish and play with that piece of yellow chalk, then just go get yourself a blackboard. He just said to me...
Never mind, I'll ask him myself.
Can I see your license?
I suppose you want to mark that up too, huh?
Lady, the only reason I had to mark your car is that you were parked in a 10-minute zone.
You know something, officer? I don't think you really know your business. I was there at least a half an hour.
Officer, may I speak to you? You see, that's my wife, and I'll be happy to take the parking citation.
That's your wife?
Yeah.
Forget it. You got enough trouble.
I'll tell you a little secret. I love every minute of it. Yeah, we can go now.
Oh, good. Officer?
Yes?
Darling, how's your show going for Saturday night?
Well, honey, it should be great if I could just get some well-known master of ceremonies like we had last year.
Oh. Why don't I speak to Mr. George Burns?
Honey, that's a wonderful idea. He's been in show business for years.
I heard he started it.
Birds do it, bees do it, even educated fleas do it. Hold it. Hello? Yes, sir. It's our sponsor. He says if they can do it, we can do it too. Do it.
hears Mr. Burns sing, he says, I wonder how that piano player follows him.
Tell your husband it isn't easy.
Wendy, let's sit down. I'm sure that you're here to ask me something, aren't
Yep.
you?
I have a favor to ask of you.
All right, ask.
Well, we're having our annual affair this Saturday night, and we were kind of hoping that we could get a big personality to be our MC.
Yeah.
So, we all agreed now. He's got to be very famous and a great comedian.
So you came to me.
Yeah. We knew he was a friend of yours. Could you get Jack Benny for us?
Wouldn't you rather have somebody just a little younger?
Bob Hope.
I was thinking of somebody a little older.
A little older.
Yeah, I was thinking of somebody like me.
Oh. Now, let me see. Is there anybody like that around?
Wendy, me. I was thinking of me.
Oh, you? That would be great, Mr. Burns. You know, the only reason I didn't ask you is I don't think of you as a great comedian. I think of you as just one of our top singers.
Keep thinking that way. Yeah, I've got a cute idea. You sing and dance a little bit, don't you?
Well, yeah.
How about you and I doing a number Saturday night?
That would be fun, wouldn't it? But I don't want to tell my Jeff. I want it to be a big surprise for him, okay?
You'll have to tell him. We got to rehearse. You got to be down here at 8 o'clock sharp tonight.
Oh, that's right. Don't worry, I'll sneak out. I'll just make up some excuse. I'm sure I'll be able to think of something. And if I can't think of anything, I'll make it up.
You'll be here.
Thanks, Mr. Burns.
Thank you, Wendy.
Oh, hi, Mr. Bundy.
Goodbye, Mrs. Conway.
What are you doing with that suitcase?
I'm quitting, Mr. Burns. I looked at my mother's picture, and I can't do this to her.
Mr. Bundy, I was just kidding. You see, you're going to be my guest Saturday night. You're going to have the best seat in the theater. And when the show is over, you and I are going out for supper.
Oh, Mr. Burns, you're such a kind man and a wonderful boss. So, Saturday, I'll be your mother.
No, Mr. Bundy. I saw your mother's picture, too. You can't do that to her. In fact, it's turned out to be a drama. Well, I better phone Jeff and tell him that Wendy is going to sneak out at 8 o'clock tonight and come down here to rehearse. I'm not taking any chances. Jeff is young and strong. He's got muscles and places where I haven't even got places.
Gee, it's 5 minutes to 8, Jeff. You better go to a movie.
All right, honey, what movie would you like to see?
Oh, no, I can't go. I have a very bad cold.
Oh, well, sweetheart, if you've got a cold, I'll stay with you.
Oh, you can't. It's very catching, Jeff.
If it's that serious, I wouldn't dream of leaving you.
Oh. Well, you stay home and I'll go to the movies.
Then you'd be giving your cold to all the people in the theater.
Well, Jeff, I'll go see a bad picture and there'll be nobody there.
Maybe I better call the doctor.
No, wait a minute. Wait. No, it's all better. You don't have to do that now.
Hey, that certainly was a quick cure.
Well, these new miracle drugs are so wonderful, you don't even have to take them.
Excuse me, Jeff, here's that flight operations manual. Thought you'd like to take a look at it.
Oh, I love that book. I hear this is better than Peyton Place.
I don't think you'll understand it.
Yep, I better go read this in your place.
My place? Why?
It's your book. You don't want me to read it here, do you?
Jeff, what's going on here, and why do I always ask that question?
Wendy is sneaking downstairs to rehearse with Mr. Byrne. She's doing a number Saturday night, and she wants to surprise me with it.
Which reminds me. Jeff, I've got a surprise for you, too. I'm going to reform. No more lies.
Oh, God, it's about time. What happened?
Well, that Indian love call bit. I was the laughing stock of the whole airlines. I'm so ashamed I might not even go to work tomorrow.
Danny, if you're serious, I'll tell you what I'll do. Saturday night, I'll have to make an announcement that I had nothing to do with the show and that you really put it on. How's that?
Good. That's what I've been telling everybody anyway.
Dee, dee, dum, dee, 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 ba, 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 ba. Gibby, I know you're holding 3 aces, huh? Those 2 flyers sang great tonight. That's quite a compliment coming from another great singer. Look, don't laugh, I made records. I went in to check the other day, and the fellow who ran the store said something very flattering to me. He said that Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra and Nat King Cole and Robert Goulet, he says, you know, I can't keep their records on the shelf. He says, but Mr. Burns, your records are here to stay. Well, fellas, fasten your seatbelts. I want you to meet 2 stewardesses that I know you're going to enjoy. Jackie and Gayle. Girls, you're absolutely marvelous.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burns.
You ready to do our number?
Yes.
Well, we just rehearsed this in the dressing room, and it was good in the dressing room. How it's going to be out here, I don't know. Bob and Mikey. Oh, I forgot the number of my house the last time I went out.
The last time I went out.
Nice. I forgot the number of my house, and for hours I roamed about all alone.
All alone.
All alone.
All alone.
All alone.
All alone.
So I've unscrewed the number from the... All alone.
All alone.
So I've unscrewed the number from the door, and I've got it here tonight.
And I've got it here tonight.
And all I gotta find is the door that it belongs to, then I'm all right.
Then I'm all right.
All alone.
All alone.
It was better in the dressing room. Bob? One of the evening sun is sinking, I've been thinking of my little log cabin home. That was a smash in Altoona. You know, all comedians like to sing, and all singers like to get laughs. But there's one thing that really bothers me. I get laughs while I'm singing. You might not believe this, but I went to a party for President Johnson in the White House, and I sang for him. I think he enjoyed it because before I got to the second chorus, he lifted me up by the ears. It's the first time I ever finished a song on key. There were a lot of stars there, and Kim Novak only stayed a few minutes, and she left, and I said, what's your hurry? And she says, I can't stand competition. I says, who? She says, standing right over there in that tight blue silk outfit and that satin ruffled front and those violet eyes and that beautiful hairdo. And she was right. Tony Curtis looked beautiful. I was never meant for president, but you can bet I'll be content to stay there, never again to roam. The house is not... Nothing phases me. I can carry my own piano player. Bob Hunter, ladies and gentlemen. He's really a fine musician. He's out of the Juilliard School of Music. When they found out he was working for me, the next day he was out. You know, years ago, before I started to sing, I used to do a dancing act. Davis and Miller. Fantastic steppers. My name was Sammy Davis. I even wore tight pants before he did. Willie Miller was a beautiful girl, but she had a problem. She was very bow-legged. She always looked like somebody stole her cello. When we'd walk down the street, she'd walk on both sides of me. And in those days, all the girls that did dancing acts wore short dresses, but not Lily. She was very self-conscious about her legs, so she wore dresses right down to the ground. She was a great dancer, but nobody knew it. I was on the stage, and the audience always looked so confused. They knew that she was doing something under that dress, but they couldn't tell what. But Lily's doing fine now. She's got a ranch in Texas. She's only got one problem. When she gets on a horse and all this giddy-ap, the horse takes off and she stays there. And now I've got a real surprise for you. I want you to meet Captain Conway's lovely wife, Wendy. Hello.
Hello.
Look, before we do our number, there's something I think the audience would love to know. How did you meet Jeff?
Oh, that was all a big mistake that Jeff made. You see, I was a stewardess assigned to this flight to Honolulu, and my Jeff was a pilot, and he was assigned to a flight to Chicago. I don't know how he did this, but he got on the wrong plane.
Guess he wasn't thinking.
Of course not. And when I realized what he was doing, I just ran right into the cockpit and I said, "Captain, you're flying in the wrong direction."
What did he say?
He said, "Miss, this plane is going to Chicago."
What did you do?
What could I do? When the passengers got off in Chicago, I just pulled out a ukulele and played it, and they didn't know the difference.
Well, that was real thinking.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway, Wendy, you're a lucky girl. It's every girl's dream to have a handsome man marry her.
Oh, it certainly was mine, too. You should have seen the Justice of the Peace who married us. He was beautiful.
In my case.
I'm so blue, I don't know what to do.
All day long, I'm pining just for you.
I did the wrong thing when I let you go away.
I've been dreaming about you, honey, night and day.
I'm unhappy and satisfied.
All alone.
All alone.
It's a pretty tempo, Wendy. Play with it. I'd be happy if I had you by my side.
I got it.
Pretty now.
If I could be with you, I'd love you strong. If I could be with you, I'd love you long. I want you to know that I wouldn't go until I told you, honey, why I love you so. If I could be with you 1 hour tonight, if I were free to do all the things I might, I'm telling you true, I'd be anything but blue if I could be with you.
If I could be with you, I'd love you strong. If I could be with you, I'd love you long. Want you to know that I wouldn't go until I told you, baby, that I love you so. If I could be with you 1 hour tonight, if I were free to do the things I might, I'm telling you true, I'd be anything but blue. Oh, if I could be with you. Dee-dee, dee-da, dee-da, ba-dee-da, dee-dee, dee-da, dee-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, dee-dee. Dee-da, dee-da, ba. I'd be anything but blue. Hey, if I could be with you for just an hour. If I could be with you, but too pretty to finish. If I could be with the little doodly-doodly-dum, 'Cause I could be with you. If 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 I could be with you.
Mr. Burns, I can't thank you enough for giving us a hand with this show tonight.
And the same goes for me, Mr.
Good, good. I was glad to do it. Now, Wendy, let me tell you something. You're absolutely marvelous.
Really? Oh,
The
thanks,
song
Mr.
and the
Burns.
dance. Good.
Thanks, Danny. Now, Jeff, were you really surprised to see me on that stage or not?
Surprised? Honey, I didn't have an idea in the world you were going on. But I thought you were wonderful.
Yeah? Ooh, you're the sweetest husband in the world. You know that? You know what I want to do? I want to throw my arms around you and give you the biggest kiss.
Oh, honey, we have company.
I'll take care of that. You two better go before you catch it. Good night.